Hey everybody, Nate Carter here with today's Cornerstone Connection Daily Devotional. Now, something that's true about me is that I can be kind of a grump in the morning. I wake up and even after I've made my coffee and kind of gotten my day started, I can still tend to be kind of grumpy. And unfortunately, that started to rub off on other members of my family. One of my daughters, I won't name names, but just has recently been just kind of grouchy in the morning and a little bit mean to her sister and mean to us, and I've started to notice that. And just today, I just kind of snapped at her, and I was just thinking, why are you like that? Why are you being so mean to other people? And of course, it didn't take me long to realize that she's getting that from me. She's watched me morning after morning being kind of grumpy to them, and learned that that's how we act. And I wanted to read a scripture that I found was very helpful to me, and I guess I really want to address this especially to fathers today. Colossians 3:21 says, "Fathers, do not exasperate your children, so that they will not lose heart." And I thought to myself, I kind of had an epiphany a couple of weeks ago, where it was a Saturday morning, and Saturday's the one day that our whole family gets to be together. And I thought to myself as I woke up, I get to set the tone. And today I am going to discipline myself to set a positive tone for the whole family. And so from the very beginning of the day, I put little reminders out to remind myself to set the tone for the family. And sure enough, we got to the end of the day, and we had a wonderful day as a family. And it was because I, as the father, decided to take my responsibility seriously of not exasperating my children, but rather setting up a scenario where they wouldn't lose heart, and instead would set up a positive environment. I think fathers have a unique opportunity to lead their family, and I used to think that that was a right that I could claim, but it's a privilege and a responsibility that I have to live into. And as fathers, I think that we need to follow the scriptures command to us not to exasperate our children, but rather to set the tone. So I want to say this specifically to you fathers out there, that you have the opportunity to set the tone for your family. And it's hard, and I'll admit that Saturday, there were many times where I was kind of pushing against what seemed natural and what I wanted to do. When I wanted to kind of be grouchy or grumpy or bite back at my kids' behavior, I bit my tongue and instead decided that I was going to be patient. Now, the great news is that kids are resilient and are quick to forgive and quick to give you another chance. And so if you mess it up, you'll get another chance. But I also believe that over time, you start to set a tone for your household. And I want my kids to look back and see a dad that was patient, that was gentle, that it wasn't easily roused to anger, that wasn't grumpy, and one that loved them well in the same way that Jesus would. So just this morning, I was praying that God would help me to show Jesus, to be an example of Jesus to my kids. And I pray that for you as well, dads, husbands. Take your responsibility seriously to lead your family well, to not exasperate your children, to set the tone in your household, that your family, your children especially, would not lose heart, but would see Christ in you. I hope you see that as a challenge worth taking today. God bless you, and we'll see you next time in the Cornerstone Connection.